I have a feeling we could see another DeFi summer in 2023. Could you do a crypto compendium breakdown for AAVE and Uniswap? Well, I will do more than that. This is interesting. So before we jump in, one of the predictions that I made for 2022 was that DEX volume would be bigger than SEX volume, like decentralized trading volume would be bigger than centralized. And that is happening now, a little bit late. Sometimes we can be a little bit early to the game, but better to be in a position a little bit early than too late, of course. First of all, quick reminder for those who may not have been around in DeFi Summer 2020, this refers to a period of explosive growth in the decentralized finance sector. And in the summer of 2020 is when everything exploded. It was kind of remarkable because you could have bought Ethereum for like $90 in March 2020 when COVID hit. And then within a few months, everything was gangbusters. It just blew up, literally. This happened in the summer of 2020. And during this time, the value in DeFi protocols increased dramatically, and the sector received a significant amount of attention from investors, the public, the media. And this led to the launch of hundreds of new DeFi protocols, partnerships, and billions into the space. And it resulted in increased adoption and what they call growth in the DeFi sector and DeFi Summer. The question is, could it happen in 2023? I think it's already happening gradually. We'll dig into some information, but answer your question first, then I'm going to go a lot deeper, like I like to go. These are the IA Crypto Compendium rankings for the two tokens you mentioned, AAVE and Uniswap. So AAVE has one of the best scores out of the top 300 cryptos of anybody. That is about 8.8. And you can see Uniswap have a score of 5.8. Not as good. But remember, sometimes it doesn't necessarily mean a token is bad, but a weak score, like under 5, can mean, yeah, it's not worth it. Too much centralization, too much inflation, a whole bunch of other factors go into the score. But anyway, we'll go a little bit further. Let's look at metrics of AAVE and Uniswap and compare them. I know you didn't answer this specifically, but I wanted to check in on them too, as to where maybe there's an opportunity. So here you can look at a couple of things from AAVE. We've got a fully diluted market cap. We did a whole video on that the other day. And it's about 1.36 billion. TVL, 4.7 billion. Very good. That's a lot of total value locked. Fees, about 5.4 million in 30 days. And annualized about 65 million. And 19.8 developers over the last 30 days as well. And the other thing that's important to look at here is daily active users. 3,460, which is not a hell of a lot. And code commits are down about 36%. Let's switch gears. Let's look at Uniswap metrics. You can see the fully diluted market cap is 6.89. Again, Uniswap has more inflation. It's one of the things that dinged it in the Compendium score as well. TVL, 4 billion, slightly less than AAVE. Fees, 43 million over the last 30 days. Annualized, 524. It's nearly $500 million in fees. Active developers, 28, nearly 10 more than AAVE. And a couple of other things. Daily active users, 47,000. So that is all pretty stunning. Let's rack them up and find out, because, you're obviously interested in which one to play. So I did a very, very high-level analysis as to the type of things I look at. So from this result here, you can see TVL, AAVE has more, but everything else I've marked in green there. Uniswap wins. More fees, more annual fees, more devs, more daily active users. And I calculated the fully diluted market cap divided by daily active users, and you have nearly $400,000 per daily active user for AAVE, which is quite expensive. And Uniswap's $146,000. But remember, that can be kind of justified when you look at the fees that Uniswap actually charge. And net here, you can see AAVE win 1/6 of the metrics, and Uniswap win 5/6 of the metrics. And despite AAVE having a better tokenomic score, this is so important, Uniswap is better value. So I hope that is interesting. Now, there's interesting stuff as well to look at when you break down the top DEXs. Not that AAVE is a decentralized exchange per se, but I thought this was fascinating from DeFi Llama. And if you look at the top 8 exchanges, Uniswap, number 1, Uniswap, number 5 on Arbitrum, Uniswap, number 6, V2, and then Uniswap, number 8 on Polygon. They basically own the whole space. And I am a Uniswap user. although I tend to do it on Matic because I hate the Ethereum fees. But 4 out of 8 are in or Uniswap-based protocols, which is huge. Again, the lion's share, king of the jungle, whatever you want to call it. And there's also interesting things happening. Sorry for being so long-winded, but your question triggered a whole lot of thoughts. One, this news just came out today. This is A16Z. It's Andreessen Horowitz, the VC firm, crypto arm. And they do back layer 0 as a bridge. And what's interesting about this is A16Z used all of their 15 million of their uni to vote against the proposal. And the proposal was, I think, for the wormhole bridge to be used for the Uniswap version 3 deployment. And partners at the firm previously noted intentions to vote for layer 0 in the last week's temperature check on which bridge to use for the deployment. And remember, the other big VC firm is Jump Crypto, and they are the ones who run Wormhole. And we discussed Wormhole many times last year. Fascinating piece of technology. So we'll see. Now we have VCs involved in the crypto wars, trying to push their own layer 0. So it's kind of funny. It'll be interesting to watch how this goes. But at the end of the day, it's going to be very important which layer 0 will win.